Hey, what's going on, guys? Car Guy Gaming here, back with another video, and today, guys, we are back in the Granite Glades, and what we are doing today is we are going to be upzoning some of the zoning in the downtown. Like, we're going to be lifting the high-rise bands from Molly Square, maybe the whole downtown, and we're also going to be just adding in some more offices because we have quite a bit of unemployment, and we need to fix that unemployment in order to actually get some more residential demand so we can expand the city. Now, what we're gonna do is let's go into policies here, and let's go into city planning, and we're going to remove the high-rise band from Molly Square and Westwood. So we're going to keep the high-rise band on Little Berlin for now, but for right now we're just going to lift the high-rise band on Molly Square and Westwood, and we'll see how that goes. Also, I need to turn this waste processing complex on because I noticed that garbage was getting a little hectic, and so yeah, this is what we're going to do now. First, what I need to do is we need to get some more transit routes in, because there are no transit routes over to the airport, as well as there are no transit routes over to the university, which I think is why it's doing so poorly in terms of students. So let's get in another. This one will be for the university, and I think I'll do it. I'll park right in front of the admin building, and then if I complete the line, which direction does it go? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so if you're going, you're going, and if you're coming back, you're coming back. Alright, now let's remove all 10 of these vehicles because that is way too many. Let's select biofuel buses only, and we're gonna have... Should we have one? Yeah, I feel like we should have one commuter bus, and let's call this... Oh, sorry. I actually removed the pop filter on my mic today, so let me know how you like that. Boom. University line. And let's go, and then that bus will get on that line. Okay? And then I also wanted to do something else. So you know how in City Skylines, if I search up bus, like biofuel buses, they only have 30 passenger capacity. That is basically criminal. Most buses have, I believe, 60 capacity for 60 passengers, city buses. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. But the inner city buses as well sometimes have upwards of 100. I looked up the average megabus, which is like a double-decker bus, has, I believe, 81 seats. So we'll make our inner city buses have 100 seats. And then the school buses, I've been on school buses before, like public school buses, and normally the big ones have around 40 people, around 40 seats. And then we'll give the buses as well, we'll give those 60. Let's get another transit line here, and we're going to make this go. Do we have the oil line? Yes, the oil line, the forestry industry, and now this is going to be to the airport. So here's the thing, is normally the buses would stop like here, but because it's a highway road, I actually can't make it do that. So do I have it stop like here? I guess so, or maybe maybe it could stop here because it is going to kick out. Yeah, 63 vehicles. Absolutely not. We want a maximum of, let's say, 4 vehicles on this line. Alright, I'll mess with that later, probably in between episodes, but there we go. We've got the line over to the airport, and I need to change the name of that line. So yeah, 4 vehicles. We're gonna change this to the LAX International. There we go, LAX International Airport Shuttle. And there we go. So we now have all our new bus lines in place. And now what I want to do is I want to upzone some things. So we're going to go back to 1x speed. Actually, let's put it on 2x. And then we're going to go for our zoning. So as you can see, we have a lot of offices here, but it's mostly residential, and there's almost no commercial in this area. It's just along the collector. That is the only commercial that we have, is along the collectors. So I feel like I should add some commercial along the bike paths, because, you know, it's bike lanes. I feel like, because that's more destinations, so it will give our bike lanes more use. It will give our bike paths some more use and more purpose. So let's do that now, I guess. But I'm gonna have to try and be real careful not to remove any residential zoning. So let's do that. Alright, there we go. That whole thing is now offices. It looks a little weird, but we might fix that at some point in the future. So as you can see, we're starting to get some residential demand back. I don't know if I should put offices there. I'm certainly not going to zone along the arterial. Here, let's add some offices right there in the utility park. And should we add some offices? Yeah, I feel like we should add some administrative offices for the university. So let's add those all the way to here. There we go, like so. And there we go. So now we have some more offices. And do I add offices up here? I don't think so, but I think some offices would be cool around here in like the forestry industry area, because as you can see, there isn't really much commercial building up here, and this is an office area-ish anyway. Like, there's a bunch of offices here and stuff. So I'm actually going to replace a bunch of this commercial with offices. I'm still going to leave some commercial, but I'm going to replace the majority of it with offices. So here, let's go to there with offices. Here, let's get rid of that. And then here, let's make the rest of this road offices. And is that enough? I think I'll add some more offices there, put some more there. And I think that should be enough offices, although the oil industry, I feel like, should get some offices as well. But where would they go? I feel like they would go right here on the front, and, you know, maybe some offices right here, right by the parking garage. You know, I feel like that could be cool. Yeah, I like that. And so let's check the unemployment again. What's the unemployment at? Still at 1%, but we still need more jobs. I think that's mostly because the offices have not built yet. And, but yeah, so as you can see, we are starting to get some more, skyscrapers around here, some more taller buildings. But, while we're waiting for those new offices to build and stuff like that, let's go through all of our utilities and see what's lacking and stuff. So that's fine, that's fine. We could use some more sewage, but I feel like that should go somewhere else. Maybe, you know, maybe an advanced eco treatment plant could go in the university, because they're like learning about sewage. But then again, that's not really the kind... Actually, yeah, it is, because we have the School of Engineering here. This is a School of Engineering. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. Garbage processing, let's see if we have any buildings that are not doing so hot for garbage processing. No, not really. Let's check on healthcare. Healthcare for now looks pretty good. There's no healthcare there, but then again, there doesn't need to be. There's good enough healthcare up there in the lower Forsyth Hills, so healthcare looks good. What about death care? Death care is looking pretty good right now. doesn't look like we need any more of that. Fire. Ooh, okay. We do need some fire coverage over here in the utility park. So, alright, here, let's get a fire station right there. That looks good. And then the whole university basically needs a fire station. So, that does not reach very far. What about this one? That still does not reach very far, and I don't think it's worth the extra upkeep. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with, these Firewatch towers. Because, you know, they do work if you put them, like, right next to a road. They do function as fire stations, for those of you who didn't know that. So, let's put another one there. Let's put one there in between those two buildings. And we're just gonna get some fire coverage here. So, yeah. We're just gonna get some fire coverage here. And then, there we go. So, get those two buildings covered. And there we go. So, because those two are on a path, they won't really do so well. But, now we have all this. And then, let's see what fire coverage is like over here. Okay, so for the areas that are not worth putting in another fire station, I'll just put in a Firewatch tower, and, you know, that should be good. So, of course, we are going to want to get fire coverage all over this area here. But I don't really see a great place to put the fire station or the Firewatch tower. I think that's, you know, the best spot we have. This area, I believe, has its own fire station, but just in case it doesn't, let's put a Firewatch tower right there to give them some fire coverage. Alright, and then how about disaster coverage? You know, that's not really covered, although I think next episode we're going to start getting the city ready for disasters and then turn them on. Crime rate is pretty low. It doesn't look like we need to really add any more police stations. I think we're good there. Elementary school. We could use some more elementary schools. But I don't think I'm going to do that for now. Although, maybe, you know? I might. But then again, is it really worth it? I don't know. Well, we only have one elementary school over here in Little Berlin, so let's add one more elementary school over there. How about high schools? Ooh, high schools we definitely need a lot more of. Okay, so there's one over there in Little Berlin. Let's add one more here in Westwood. And then there's only one in the Lower Forsyth Hills. I think I want to keep it that way, though, simply because, you know, that's what the Lower Forsyth Hills is. You know, it's like a small community. Although I might get one of the European high school assets in here. That could be fun. I might do something like that in the future. But yeah, and then university, we have way more than enough capacity, but not very many people are going. And I guess that's because of the rest of our education system. How's our transit doing? So, it looks like it's doing very well, actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 transit lines, 8 bus lines. And let's see how they're all doing. So, 229, 239. It looks like they're all doing pretty good, with the exception of the airport shuttle. The airport shuttle is not really, it doesn't, I mean, it has a ton of passengers, but I think simply because of the distance between the stops, I think that is the reason why it has no passengers right now, because, you know, there's all these people waiting. So I'm going to do that in between episodes. I'm going to get that line sorted out. Let's look at the other lines. So we got bus line 1, 2. They're all doing pretty good. Now let's go through them all though, and see if any of these lines have like massive amounts of people. Okay, yes. So bus line number 1, where does that go? Let's see. Bus line number 1. Where does it go? It looks like it goes around the downtown, the bottom section of downtown, and we have more than one stop. So I think I'm going to add 2. You know what? No, let's add 3 vehicles on this line, and we'll see how it does. Let's look at bus line 2. It looks like, yeah, bus line 2 is fine. Yeah, right amount of gapping between the vehicles. Yeah, that's fine. That's basically perfect. Let's look at bus line 3. We have one stop that has a significant amount of passengers. No, more than one. Oh, we have like 3 or 4. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Let's add 3 more vehicles. What's this one? That one's 3. So let's look at bus line 4. Bus line 4 has, the buses look pretty full, but it looks like the stops are fine. So let's move on from that. How about number 5? We got one stop. That one stop has a ton of passengers on it. So where does bus line 5 even go? I think bus line 5 is, I don't know, where does it go? Let's change the line color to red. This is going to be the red line. Where does bus line 5 go? Okay, so it goes over here, and then, oh, okay, so it goes to the forestry industry. So that's all people trying to get to work. So let's add another one, and I think it's just a spacing of the vehicles. I'll fix all this stuff in between episodes probably. Let's look at bus line 6. I'm guessing this is the oil industry, or maybe not. But yeah, as you can see, we only have 2 stops on bus line 6. Where does bus line 6 go? Okay, let's make this the black line. So where does the black line go? Okay, it goes this way. Okay, so that goes to the oil industry. Are the vehicles in traffic? Let's see. Here, let's go to the front vehicles. They do not appear to be in traffic. No, they're just not spaced out enough. So for now, let's add 3 more. And all these ones are stuck in traffic, yeah, because rush hour. Then we have the shuttle, and then the university line. How's that doing so far? So the one bus, it looks like it's, picking up a good amount of people. I think we are going to add a second one, though. Yeah, and they look like they're pretty well spaced out. So, yeah, it looks like all our transit is doing fine. We have no traffic jams here, really. We got a ton of people using our transit hub, though, so it might be time, next episode or something, to get in a metro line or 2. But I don't know. I don't know about that. You guys let me know. Should we get a metro line in next episode? I'm not sure. It looks like our car park is being used up, though. Our offices are building in the university area. And our academic year is almost done. So we still don't have enough students to get to level 3, but we will soon. And we might not even have enough campus attractiveness actually to get up to level 5. I think you need 2,000. But with that being said, we've been recording for 25 minutes now. This episode, it's kind of a shorter one. I'm going to keep recording for a bit and see if any of these buildings decide to level up, because we did lift the high-rise ban. So I'm going to try and figure out what this theme thing is about, of it not being able to access the not being able to access the what's it called? The modern city center. I don't know. Alright, so let's go through our policies here and see if maybe we can get some of these buildings to level up. So, let's get the smoke detector distribution policy so that we can, you know, make them a bit happier. And reduced risk of fire, that's always good. I'm not going to do education boost because education is already the largest expense for the Granite Glades. I might do free public transport at some point down the line. That might improve traffic. We're not going to do schools out here. No, not helicopter priority. We're not going to do high ticket prices because that just encourages people not to take public transport. That would be useless because we don't have any recycling centers. I don't want to do prefer parks, but yeah, park maintenance boost, that would be useless. For profit education, no, people wouldn't like that very much. Let's go through city planning. We got big business benefactor, industrial space planning. We don't want the high-rise ban anymore. Let's look through these. Combustion engine ban, no. Boost connections, I mean, that seems like it would be pretty useless. Yeah, I think everything's good. So, I mean, I don't really know. I really don't know, because we have residential demand now. So, let's see, what's the unemployment currently looking like? What's the job market looking like? Still at 1%. Yeah, next episode, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to expand the population. So I think we're going to either expand down this hillside or build a beach town maybe, or possibly expand into the hills and maybe get some more public transport going, some higher capacity forms of public transport like metros. But for now, I think that is going to be it. It seems like rush hour is now over. Although, maybe I shouldn't say that. Yeah, no, the majority of rush hour is now over. So let's look at our traffic flow real quick. What's it like? What's it looking like? 80%. So we're doing pretty good on traffic flow. And also, happiness. Commercial happiness, that's not so great. Yeah, I don't know what I can do really about commercial happiness because it doesn't really tell you why. The happiness isn't so great. But, yeah, how many people use this? The last 40 minutes, 800 people use this, and look, there's 600, wow, there's 600 people waiting at the university line. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have a metro line going to the university in the future. But that's gonna be next episode. For now, guys, let's just, play some cinematics. So for now, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Again, be sure to leave some feedback about like my new mic placement, maybe some tips and tricks for like, you know, how to play the game. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, be sure to smash the like button down below. Consider subscribing for more content like this or better. And without further ado, I will see you dudes next time.